The origin of sin. Sin didn't start with people, it began long before humans were even created. The first sin happened in heaven, when one of the Most High's highest angels rebelled against him. That angel's name was Satan, also called Lucifer, and he was once beautiful, wise, and full of light. But something terrible happened inside his heart. Ezekiel 28 verse 15 says, "You were perfect in your ways, from the day that you were created, until iniquity was found in you." That means Satan was perfect until pride and evil were found in him. He wanted to be greater than Yahuah. He wanted to rule instead of serve. 1 John 3 verse 8 tells us this. "He that committeth sin is of the devil, for the devil sinneth from the beginning." Satan was the first to sin, the first to break Yahuah's law. Because of his rebellion, he was cast out of heaven, and from that moment, he became the enemy of Yah and of all who love him. Later, Satan came to the Garden of Eden, where Adam and Eve lived in peace with the Most High. Yahuah had given them a simple command in Genesis 2 verses 16 to 17, saying, "Of every tree of the garden thou mayest freely eat, but of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil thou shalt not eat of it." But Satan tempted them to doubt Yahuah's word. In Genesis 3 verse 6, Eve listened to the serpent, took the fruit, and gave it to Adam. In that moment, they disobeyed Yahuah's command. They crossed the line he had drawn. That's what sin does. It pushes us past the boundary of what is right. When Adam and Eve broke the commandment, sin entered the world, and everything changed. They lost their innocence, they were removed from the garden, and death became part of human life. Romans 5 verse 12 explains it, when it says, "Wherefore, as by one man sin entered into the world, and death by sin, and so death passed upon all men, for that all have sinned." Sin began with rebellion in heaven and spread to the earth through disobedience. From that day, every person born after Adam has carried the struggle between right and wrong in their hearts. But Yahuah did not leave us without hope. He promised that one day, the seed of the woman, Yahusha, the Messiah, would crush the serpent's head and break the power of sin forever. The law defines sin for us. Yahuah gave his law to help us understand what sin really is. Without his law, we wouldn't know right from wrong, or holiness from wickedness. The law shows us the difference between light and darkness, truth and lies, righteousness and sin.